Hey everyone, so welcome back. Thanks again for tuning in for another pickup video. If you're new to the channel, just hit that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks again for being a good supporter of the channel. All right, let's get started. We've got a mixed bag of items today. Got a pile over here, something here, and a bunch of stuff here. A good mishmash of magazines, books, records, some video game stuff, and some toys. So it's a whole crap ton, as they would say. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the heavy hitter, as far as I'm concerned. And a really nice thing that I finally added to the collection. Managed to find a crystal OG Xbox. So I believe, if I remember correctly, these were Canadian exclusives. Is that correct? I believe so, anyway. Really nice condition one. Still untested, though. I've actually been sitting on this for probably about a couple weeks now, at least. And just haven't got around to plugging in yet, but either way, it's a nice compliment. I've got the see-through transparent green one. So this one will go nicely sitting on top of it, probably never to be used because I'm using a standard modded Xbox as my everyday player. So anyway, nice to add this one to the collection. Hopefully it works fine. All right, I'm going to shove that here for now. Speaking of game consoles, we might as well continue on with that. I picked up a Wii. Now I'm pretty much done with picking up Wiis. I have an overabundance of extras that I need to get rid of. But my reasons for picking this one up are twofold. One, it's amazingly clean, I should say. You'll find a lot of them where they've been played, like they look like someone's played hockey with them, right? There's scratches all here, scratches all there. This one, as far as I can tell, is the GameCube controller one, whatever you want to call that one. This one is super, super clean, like barely anything on it. So that's one positive. The other positive is this. I don't know if you can see in there, but if I do that, there is a memory card in there, which is a good indication. Again, I haven't tested this yet, even though I've had it for a number of weeks, that this is probably a modded Wii. I do have one that I use as my everyday one that I play. Well, oddly enough, I don't really play Wii games on it. I play mostly like whatever's on the memory card on it. So I need to test this one out and then either decide to keep it or sell that one. I don't know if I want to have two modded ones or not. It's not that hard to mod them. I don't do it, but if you want to pay for it, it's not that expensive. Okay, so we got the two consoles out of the way. I found this. It's like an OG iPod. Look how thick that is. And this one is 40 gigabytes. I don't know if you can see that there. Screen is really nice. There is, it is old, but there's a slight scuffing on it, but it's still really good. Again, haven't had a chance to test it yet. But even if it doesn't work, I still manage to, if I find these old ones, I tend to collect them. Just hold on to them just for the nostalgia's sake, even though I never had a fat one. I had, the only iPod player I had was the iPod I bought them, iPod Nano. Nope. Yep, the Nano. The small little square one. Actually, first it was a rectangle, and then it ended up being defective, or there's a recall on it, so you sent it back, and then they sent you the latest one, Nano, which ended up being like a small little square box. Speaking of music players, I have another Walkman addition to the collection. This is the COS I don't know, whatever, what's cost Walkman. Similar to like the Sony yellow style one, where it's the I guess for waterproof. Even though I don't know if this one says it's waterproof, but I'm sure it is a little bit. So that's it there. Battery compartment's there. It's all clean. Again, untested. Just because I haven't had the time to do it. This is a digital radio tuner, right? Yeah, that's the volume on top. Okay. So anyway, I didn't have this one, so added that to the collection. Got a bag of Nintendo figures here, sorry. Hold them out. These are mostly like the Jax figures. I think that's what it says. It's hard to read the bottom. So I've got 2 Bowsers. I got a Yoshi metal racing car figure. I've got this one here. I've got 3 Mario figures that are the same size, and I think this is supposed to complement them, but it's a Luigi one with posable elbows, knees, you know, ankles, whatever, waist movement, head turns, all that stuff. So I think this is to complement the 3 Mario ones. So I've got, Mario's finally got Luigi with him. One of the mushroom people with movable arms. I didn't realize that. Anyway. Mushroom dude. And then 3 Mario figures. One. That one. And that one. So I guess I'm into collecting figures now for some reason. And I'll save that for next. Actually, let's jump to this. I'm trying to get through this kind of quickly. I don't want this one to be one of the longer 30, 40-minute videos. Just a quick little nice one for you. I found this sealed pack of Atari playing cards from 2010. So I guess it's got like each card has a looks like a screenshot or like a arcade cabinet shot on the back there of a certain Atari game, which is kind of cool. And then I saw this Dead or Alive. Now I never played the game, but I know what you see in the game. And that's a bunch of, well, this. You see a bunch of scantily clad beach women, volleyball players. I don't know what you want to call them. I haven't even looked at this, so I don't even know what I'm showing you. Yeesh, look at that. Holy smoky. Anyway, so you get the idea, right? Bunch of sexy women. You want to play cards with them, I guess? I don't know. God bless. Anyway, I guess I should probably hide the other side of that, just in case. So, that's the Dead or Alive playing card set. To go with the Atari one, and then I also found these 1982 collector movie cards from, well, movie E.T. So that's like the back of them. And then each one has like a scene from the movie. You get the idea, right? So I just thought that was really neat. I remember seeing these as a kid. Excuse me. seeing stuff like this as a kid and, you know, always liking it. And then it's got the collector card where you can check off the ones that you have. You know, Elliot's family. And on the back is the description of whatever, right? So I thought that was kind of neat. It's not the complete set, but there's a good chunk of it there. And I hadn't seen these since I was a kid, so why the hell not? And speaking of a kid, I think I mentioned this in an earlier video, but I've gone down, well, the marble collecting rabbit hole. So I've officially lost it. This is a fraction of the recent ones that I've picked up. I don't know if you guys ever remember playing with marbles or seeing them as a kid. You know, some of them have some like really nice designs on them. You know, they were, what do we call them? Like Godzillas, and then there were like King Kongs, Gassers. So that's 2 bags. Oh, so this would be like a King Kong. This massive thing here. You know, crystals, cat's eyes, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but they're certainly neat. Certainly bring back like a lot of nostalgia. This was really cool. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this marble collecting nonsense. Okay, let's go this while I got this here. Some more cassettes. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Into the Great Wide Open. Yes, classic Yes. Moody Blues. What is this? This appears to be like a live one. REO Speedwagon. And then finally some Quiet Riot Condition Critical. So I really need to do a sit down again. I think I've picked up some cassettes that I have already, which is not a good thing. All right, I got one massive thing on the floor there. Might leave that till last or whatnot, but picked up this 1983 Strawberry Shortcake board game. Pretty neat. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I do have some vintage board games myself, but I don't know if I have the room for it. But the board's really nice. There's some of the pieces there. And what's interesting with this was, you know, the big thing with Strawberry Shortcake was they've also included like recipes for you to actually, for kids to actually, you know, sort of make stuff, right? You know, shakes or whatever, right? So there's a couple of those in there as well. I thought that was kind of neat. I don't know. I'm not a Strawberry Shortcake fan, but I do remember seeing it as a kid. All right, we're going to leave this box till the end. So let's move that here. Got some vinyl here. We'll start off with, this is one of my favorite movies, or that I remember distinctly watching when I was little. It's a Disney movie, actually, and it never did well. I think it was just people didn't know how to receive it. But I think it's a fantastic movie, and you should check it out. It's really dark, surprisingly. This is called The Black Hole. So this is the soundtrack for it. But even that artwork alone, I just love it for some reason. I don't know. It's always stuck with me since I was a kid. I'm probably overdue to watch it again sometime soon. And speaking of that, here's another Disney, The Sounds of Outer Space, but I grabbed this one because, one, I've never seen it before, but this character here is one of the ones in the Black Hole movie. So this has 5 sound effect scenes included on it. Those are more of the black hole characters there. So I just thought that was kind of neat. And then finally, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, my favorite Star Trek movie. Motion picture soundtrack. So finally, 3 new vinyls that I never had before. It's been a while since I've actually added vinyl to the collection. What's this here? 1985 printing that's I don't think's ever been read. Superman, Doctor Who and the Green Death. I've actually been picking up some Doctor Who DVDs lately, which you will see in a future video. So this is a nice addition to complement those. You know, I'm a Lord of the Rings book collector, so I didn't have this hardcover of The Hobbit yet. It's got some nice illustrations in there, these really nice white pages. They're nice and thick. Yeah. Why not? These next ones, I'm not going to be able to, I don't think I can show you what's inside. Because if you know these magazines, then you know what I'm talking about. This is, managed to find 1, 2, 3, 6 heavy metal magazines. So there's a lot of, can I show you any pages here? Jesus Christ. Some are black and white, some are in color. So it's all cartoons or comics, you know, stories. But there's also a lot of nudity, a lot of sexual stuff going on. Like, I'm looking at it right now and I can't show you that page. So, but the covers are really cool. Like, if you're just into that sort of artwork, right? So this one is 1998. This is 1991. And there's just various stories throughout it. No, nothing really gripping to show you. Like I said, the artwork is just sort of what really draws your attention to it. This one's 1999. You know, obviously, as the years go on and, you know, artwork style changes depending on who's the artist. This one's actually really nice. This sort of reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn, July 2002. And this has like a special, still uncut artwork piece by Liberator. I guess he's a heavy metal artist. Summer 2008. World's foremost adult illustrated fantasy magazine. All right. I can't show you that either. Oh, shit. And finally, this is January 2009. Yeah, so really cool. Some nice heavy metal magazines. Grand Theft Auto 4. Strategy guide. Oddly enough, these have been becoming a lot more popular. I have no reason, no idea why, no explanation to guess why. I guess just people want to get back more into completing the games or finding all the secrets about them, though you can find them online. I don't know. Maybe people just decided to start collecting them. And then okay, we'll finish off with those video game magazines. I should have done this one after the heavy metal ones, but I found this really weird but interesting, The World of Smurfs and how the Smurfs came to be. It's this nice hardcover book that I guess, I don't know, did the Smurfs originate in, I haven't read it yet. They're like France or Belgium or something. So it shows like the histories of the creators, where they came from, you know, all the way to, you know, some really early sketches of them. To, you know, the cartoon. And here's some more foreign stuff on them, but all the way to, you know, what we had here in North America, right? That sort of Smurf style. Some of the, you know, the toys and collectibles, obviously, that came with them. And what's cool is this book actually has, and it has these little things too, like these little things added in there, like these little companion pieces, little books to fill out. This also has a complete map of the Smurf village. It's right here. I don't want to pull it out because it's a pain in the butt. But it's inside this loose leaf here. It's a four-fold piece of Smurf village map. It's all in there. You know, it describes some of the Smurfs. And then what I thought was really cool is it also has this, where if I can find it, so I wanted to show it to you. And now I can't. It's got this Smurf sticker sheet, which is really interesting because that was, there it is. You know, some of the stuff that we used to collect as kids. And son of a... There you go. So unused Smurf stickers. So a lot of neat things in there. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I watched the cartoon, but I never really collected the Smurfs. So I may have to get rid of that book at some point. And then I managed to find some video game magazines, and it's the strangest thing. These things are so hard to find now. I don't know what to do. So when I see them, I just grab them. This is not one. I should have shown this one first, but Batman: The Long Halloween. Just what else to tell you, man? Graphic novel on Batman. But this is what I'm talking about here. You know, PlayStation official magazine from November 2009. So I just miss seeing these things of where it's like, you know, it's got the fold out. This is Tekken or Ninja Gaiden 2 fold out. You know, just fun pictures like this that you used to stare at when we were kids. Or like, you know, articles on games coming out. And obviously PS3 is new. PS3 Slim, sorry. Fresh new killer look, PS3 Slim. So there's that one. Here's one for Grand Theft Auto Liberty Stories. There's the main piece on it. I don't know if this pile's getting taller or not. You can't see. Resistance 2. This is the UK one, 2008. You know, it's just kind of nice to go back, reminisce, see what stuff was out then. Here's a strategy guide again. I grabbed this one just because the artwork is just cool. I like that cover. And then finally, how can you not grab this one with this iconic cover on it? Retro Gamer, the Doom issue. But it's also a double cover because it talks about the end of an era. The company Psygnosis and their history. So I picked it up for that, because that'd be an interesting read, I think. Because they made, what was that game? Number of the Beast? No, not Number of the Beast. Shadow of the Beast, sorry. That's the one. Fantastic intro music in that game. So yeah, just really cool to finally find some magazines like that. Okay, I've got 2 more things to show you. One I actually have to stand up for because and pick it up. I can't even describe to you how heavy this thing is. But a lot of it has to do with this particular device right here. This ridiculous audio controller. Which pertains to controlling this ridiculous, well, it's not ridiculous, it's cool, but it's not practical. I fucking get him, pick it up. I found myself this new receiver, well, new to me anyway. So the Sony STR GX10ES. There we go. I don't know if you can see the inside of that, if the light will show you, but there are like 4 Coke can size capacitors right here with a massive battery underneath of them. But this thing is nice wood paneling on the side. If I can just flip it around. I'm not kidding, this weighs more than my, I swear it weighs more than my Sansui 7000. There's the back. Hope you guys can see that. But just, you know, ridiculous. Really nice receiver. So I've had that for, I've actually had that for a couple months now, I think. It does turn on, but I haven't plugged any speakers into it to really test it out. So we'll see. I don't really need another receiver, but we shall see. All right, so let's end this video off with this package. This was an item that came back in, was it October? From our buddies in Rancho Dominguez, California. So if you guys are familiar with that, that's where Analog is. So let's hope this thing has arrived safely because, well, it's a little too late to do anything about it, I think, if it hasn't. Again, I don't know, I just sort of stowed this away and never opened it to check it out. So this is the first time opening it. Oh, there's a label there. Let's see. So hopefully it arrived. It sounds a little loose in there. So I'm hoping nothing got dinged up. But these are going to be definitely one. I don't know if I'm going to keep both. But at least one nice addition to my Analog collection. So that's how it looks there. Let's check it out together. Ridiculous. Come on. All right. You're out of here. Stupid. So here we go. This is, I was able to grab 2 of these. Worst scenario case, I figured I would sell one to sort of make up for the other one, even though we're in Canada, so exchange rate, shipping, if you get hit with custom fees at the border, it sort of doesn't make it really feasible for us to really buy these, but I've got 2 of them here, at least to sort of resell it. That's what I mean. These are awesome to collect. So this is, the first one is the Analog Pocket Limited Edition Console Transparent Green version. And then I also grabbed the orange version. So, I'm not going to open one of these right now because I want to decide really which one I'm going to keep. I don't think I'm going to keep both, but we shall see. Nevertheless, I will hopefully throw some pictures up for you right now. These are cool. It's been a while since I've had a portable gaming device. These ones play, what is it, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. You can buy adapters to play Turbo, can you play TurboGrafx? I think you can play the TurboGrafx cue cards on these as well. There's different adapters like that you can buy that go into the top and then that fit the certain cartridges or cue cards or whatever they want to do with them. And I believe these are also programmable to, you know, you fudge the OS on them and you can sort of load any sort of gaming system on it. But Analog's known for playing, they're not emulator consoles or emulator handhelds or systems. They play the games through actual hardware as if they were original systems. And they've perfected it as far as I'm concerned. So far I've got the Analog NES NT Noir, and I've got the Super Nintendo one. And then I also have 2 of the Analog Duos coming. I've got the black one, the TurboGrafx color, and then the PC Engine color one. Looking forward to those because I don't have a TurboGrafx or PC. I have a TurboGrafx, I don't have a PC Engine, which is most of the games that I have for that particular era of gaming there. So anyway, 2 of those. And that is it, I believe. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this pickup video. Please leave me a comment below. Tell me what your thoughts are about anything that you saw here. I'd love to pick your brains on it, or if you guys can suggest anything in that same realm that I might like, or if I should keep it or sell it or do whatever. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. As always, thanks again, guys. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again with another video very soon.